Hey everyone, welcome back. Manicorn here. Welcome back to my shop. We're continuing our series on heroes and deep dive. We're going to finish up our tier 1 heroes with the Mage. So if you went back to my other videos, we started off with our soldier. I like the soldier. Everyone hates the soldier. Go watch that video if you want to kind of know what you could actually use the soldier for. Talked about thieves and tricksters, obviously, and today we're going to go on with Mage. So with Mage, we'll talk about the Archmage and basically with the Titan Soul and basically what can you use the Mage with. So if you watch my previous videos with the Soldier and the Thief, basically most people will tell you the best way to go about it when you first start off is to hire 2 Thieves and a Mage and use Agron as your tank and forget about the Soldier. So I go into a little bit more depth about that later, but let's just kind of continue. So Mage, same thing as any other game that you're going to play, RPG, MMO. Your Mage is your heavy hitter, your attack. So your Mage is the first one of the spellcaster class. And as you can kind of see, as you go through, they get more and more powerful. You can just see that attack just goes all the way up to 4 stars, all the way when you get to Geomancer. And in the beginning, it's kind of no exception. So you got 2 stars for attack for there, as opposed to the HP and the evasion. It's pretty much the same thing. So this is going to be your high attack class right here. So let's go look at mine. Where is my Mage? You're on a quest, aren't you? Yeah, okay. So my Mage right here, I actually recently started over. It really wasn't that long ago right here. And I decided to start him over. It was kind of one of the ones I had from the beginning, and I decided, hey, let's start you over. And if you know from my previous videos, I have one of every single hero, just because that's the way I like to play. I like to have a variety of everyone. So areas right here. So I started this one over about a month ago, probably the past Tower of Titan event, and then I restarted my Mage, and it took me a little while, and I ended up with Ascended Form, Epic Skill, and then I ended up with Mind's Eye. Not really what you want as a second skill, but I ended up with this one. So eventually, at some point, I'll probably either re-roll. I don't know if I want to use a soul, but I probably will if I'm going to be re-rolling and everything else like that. There's really no reason not to. So let's look. Obviously, HP is very low on your Mage. Attack is obviously going to be your strongest. Your strongest skill is going to be your strongest right there, and then you got your defense. Very, very, very low threat rating. So your Mage is not going to be hit as often. Obviously, you always have to watch out for the area of effect, so when the monsters are hitting everyone, and I think that's 25% every single time they're going to. And also evasion on a Mage. You could build them that way. I don't know why you would, but you could build one with it, but they don't even come with anything to even start off with. And also elements. So your Mage, your element is going to be fire. Which, if you actually go back, let's see. So fire, who's got fire? You got fire is a lot of your fighters right here. So you got your barbarian, you got your berserker, and you got your musketeer, and then you got your mage. Out of all of them, I mean, your berserker obviously is going to be the best. Barbarian is kind of overshadowed by the berserker, but with barbarian, once you soul them, then they become very, very powerful, so they're actually pretty good. And then you got your musketeer. Musketeer is great. So with that, so poor mage is kind of overshadowed by all those other classes there. But there's still, like I said, I like to play with many different characters, so it's fun for me to do that. So let's kind of go back and look. So when you soul them, it's kind of, it does make a big jump, but it's not like compared to other ones. You want to soul a lot more other heroes before you would even do the mage, even if you would want to do the mage. Most people won't even do the mage. You have a lot of other spellcasters that are much stronger, are going to be doing much better. but obviously once you soul them, it is going to do a great deal and get them up. So let's talk about building a mage. Obviously you're going to be doing the fire element, and you want all pretty much attack. I'm very much into a believer of trying to cater to whatever their strengths are. So your strength is attack, so that's what you're going to go for. So let's go with their innate skill is all attack. That's what it is. It's just gonna make their attack stronger. And then with this, yeah, like I said, ascended form, I mean, it's a really good skill to have. Perfect form as you go up. So obviously this is probably one of the best ones to really get, and that's kind of what you want. In Mind's Eye, it's really, it's really not as good unless you can add it to other critical skills and make it better, make it worth it. But the tough thing with that is you're going to have to use a soul for this or not have perfect form, and then I would need something to go with it. So it is something that could be done. It's just the way you would kind of do it. So when you want to go with spirits, most of the time you're going to want to go with the attack. So that's why I have a bear here, but he's still low level. My way of kind of playing is really, I don't really soul and use elements as much until they hit really 11. Once I can get tier 11, then I'll mix up 10 and 11. So I do have some elements here, and I really only used them just because I had extra ones laying around, and also with the event, that's what it was. So the event going on was using elements and to add to your gear. So that's what I did. I kind of went around and just started doing it. Some in the shop, but then prices obviously just skyrocketed, so I decided to use them and try to get them on some of my heroes. But on the regular, I usually don't even use elements or spirits until I hit tier 10 and 11, just because they're going to last longer. As they're weaker, it's kind of just, it's a waste because they level up so quickly that you're kind of just wasting money. And really, I kind of do my top tier. So, yeah, so that's the mage. That's a little bit about them. Like I said in the beginning, if you're a newer player, generally get at least one mage and they'll carry you for a while. And then as you can unlock the other spellcasters, start retiring your mages and your mage, and somebody else can replace them eventually. And then you can end up with 1, 2, or 3 other spellcasters, or whatever way you're building your teams and stuff like that. But anyway, that's the mage. If you have a mage still and you're like me and you still have them going, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Bye.